What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video, guys. In today's video, we're gonna do a follow-up to the Caviar Pulsechain token that earns you rewards in HEX as a reflection token in your wallet. So it's a beautiful thing. All you have to do is just own some Caviar and you'll be earning some HEX rewards on a daily consistent basis, right? So far they have a supply burn and accelerated mechanic where they've burnt roughly 5.3%, which is $16,000 of Caviar. That's beautiful. So that just means that the more they burn, the higher the price of Caviar is going to be. Today the price is roughly 1.5 cents. And the reason for that, if we go to the pulse bubbles right now, if we go to the pulse bubbles, you guys can see that everything is kind of blowing up, right? One of the tokens that actually is up 25% is Caviar. Since we've talked about this coin last time, guys, it actually went up in value. If we look at the chart right now, it's looking very nice. It has some very good momentum. If we go to Dex Screener to look at the official chart, actually, right now the volume is 5.2. It's less volume than last time, but it still has some very good it's very volatile. I'll give it that. It's very volatile, but the price is higher and it's up 25% in the last 24 hours, right? So the reason why I'm making today's video is because so far I just want to give you guys an update. I've made 7.7 HEX in my wallet, so the amount of Caviar that I have in my wallet is around 175 bucks. So yeah, I did make almost 8 HEX, which is not a lot, right? Now, what I wanted to focus on in today's video is something a little bit different, which I haven't really done something like this in the past because I didn't think it was something that would exist, but these guys have it and it's pretty awesome. So I'm talking to the dev and he's asking me about my journey so far and how many tokens I've received. So it's a good kind of follow-up that he's doing. You know, it's pretty cool. I mean, I appreciate it, basically. So I told him I have about 7 HEX. He's like, okay, perfect. So are you a liquidity provider so that you could earn more HEX? So then I'm like, yo, what the hell? I thought liquidity providing was a completely different thing. In my mind, liquidity providing was basically to help launch and boost the project from the get-go, where a lot of people would just provide 10K, 20K, 30K, and keep that locked into the protocol just so that it can be sustainable in the long run and keep the price a bit more stable than, you know, super high fluctuating values. So I thought that was providing liquidity, right? So if you look at the bottom here, it says 2x reward only for version 2 Pulse Caviar LP providers, right? So for me, yo, I'm like, what is that? How did I miss that? This is crazy to me. How did I miss that? So, yo, we're about to do this. We're gonna be some Caviar WPLS LP providers and see what kind of returns that's gonna be able to generate us, right? So we have to make sure that this is version 2. So we go ahead to Pulsechain. So the first thing you have to do, guys, is you have to buy yourself some Pulse and you have to buy yourself some Caviar. Okay, so those are two things that you need to create your LP, right? Now, if you go to the Caviar dashboard, if we go to the Caviar dashboard, right at the top over here, there's a small little box with an arrow. You click on this box over here and it gives you the address of that token. Then you'll see it appears right over here, the contract address. You click on those 2 small little boxes to copy. Then you go back to Pulsechain and then you buy some Caviar. Okay, so we're gonna put enough to cover $100, 901,000. Okay, let's do 901,000 in terms of Pulse and buy some Caviar with that, and then we're gonna use that to create our LP. Okay, click on swap and confirm swap. And by the way, I'm going to be leaving a link in the description for you to go ahead on Pulsechain and find the right link so you can create the right LPs. Awesome. All right, so the swap has been created. All right, awesome. Now we go ahead to the trade tab on the top left corner and click on liquidity. Then you click on add liquidity, click on version 2. This is very important to click version 2. And then we're going to choose Pulse and Caviar. The right amount of LPs that we want to cover. So I'm going to do the exact same thing, 901,000. Okay, so for some reason 901,000 wasn't working, so I changed it to 900,000 and it went through. So now I'm gonna go ahead and click on supply, confirm supply. Make sure, guys, it's V2. All right, so make sure it's V2. I'm gonna repeat this like 1,000 times. You have to make sure it's V2, and you click on accept on your ledger device. Oh yeah, add PLP to MetaMask. This is gonna be very important. When you add this PLP to your MetaMask, it's going to keep track of that LP pair for you. Okay, so you guys can see over here, we have PLP, 69,000 tokens, which is basically $199. What you have to do, guys, is you have to hold. That's all you have to do. All right, so earlier I told you what do you have to do with your tokens. You just have to hold it. By holding it, you automatically start earning 2x the amount of HEX tokens. So that's pretty awesome, and I'm super excited about it, right? So right now you guys can see that I'm an octopus. I have 0.0881%. So yeah, guys, this is the number of HEX that I have right now, 7.9 HEX. We're gonna track this, we're gonna see how it does. So I'm gonna keep track of this number, see how fast it's going to grow by the time I make the next video. And if you guys have any questions, and if you want to make sure that you get 2x the amount of rewards, all you have to do is just provide some liquidity. So let's say you want to spend $100 on making sure to buy Caviar. You can buy WPLS for $50. You can buy Caviar for $50. Provide that, and you get 2x the amount of liquidity. But one very important thing that you have to keep in mind is that to be able to get your 2x in HEX rewards, you have to have some liquid Caviar in your wallet. You have to have that all the time. Okay, so you can't just provide liquidity and not have liquid Caviar in your wallet. So make sure to have both. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys actually look here, sorry, before we cut today's video, this is super exciting. Before we cut today's video, you guys can see over here, I have my balance, which is $174, and I have my LP, which is 6,700 of Caviar and 854,000 Pulse tokens. So that's roughly $199. All right, guys. So I hope you guys have a great day. If you have any question, leave them in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.